guys, welcome back to Choose Your Own Path. And today we got a package. I had to black out my address and his address because I don't need you guys sending me stuff that I don't want. Anyway, this is from my buddy Vincent. Vincent Fortin. He's from Quebec. So I was going to open it up with you to show you what he sent me. So, get out the little trusty knife. He taped it really well. And of course, like the last video I showed you, what it is pretty much to go with the diorama. Now, we both printed dragons for this diorama. The quality that he'll send is a lot better than mine. He has a better machine. Look at that. Clean. Nothing's broken. Size to 300%, so it's the same size as the one I made. And let me just turn it. So what's going to happen is we're going to have a second dragon. That's not a dragon. We don't know what the hell that is. And it's going to be placed, whoops, somewhere like this. And we're going to add our epoxy in there and do that. So come along, we will paint this guy up. So the first coat was a coat of primer that I put on, and then because this is going to be a more vibrant reddish bluish dragon, I started off with a coat of orange. So this is going to be a while to dry. So this was made by the K1 Max from my buddy Vincent, and very good quality that it came out. So again, if you need something 3D printed, hit me up and I'll give you his information, and this is what comes out of it. This is a very awesome machine. Anyway, let's get on to the next colors. All right. Sorry guys, I'm down here. As we're waiting for our dragon to dry, because he's still pretty tacky, it'll take about 24 hours. We're going to do the pour inside the diorama. So our sponsor is Magic Resin, and we're using 2-to-1 ratio. What I did was I added some blue. This is a blue dye. It's Molten Colors. So we're going to give this a good stir for about 5 minutes. And I'm using this purple just because it's kind of gross looking, and I'm okay with it. Plus it'll give it a tinge with the other colors of the diorama itself. So I'm going to stir this for 5 minutes, and I'll be right back. So we got it stirred for a good 5 minutes. I'm not even worried about bubbles in here because it's pretty clean. This is like a deep pour, so it's going to take at least 3 to 5 days to cure. And it's going to cure pretty hard as rock. So we're going to get it filled up just to the top. Get some all over this guy too. I don't want to overfill it because what's happening is right now it's over the hole, but that's okay. We're looking at this guy being full. And I might just drizzle some on the dragon himself, just to harden him up, and it'll give a different color. Because I have a lot of epoxy left, I'm going to just drizzle some onto the grass, which will lay it down a lot better. I'll also take a brush, because this is really wet. It's liquidy. It's more liquidy than as it'll turn solid. So it's easy to move around for the next 3 to 5 hours. But as is, it's pretty good the way it is. And it should dry pretty clear through. We'll just spread it around a bit. The dragon's going to be all nice and hard. This will solidify the dragon too, as in it'll make him solid. He'll never move out of there. There's a lot still dripping down, which will go all over the place. And this will definitely be a solid piece. And it's soaking into the diorama, which is good. As long as it's not leaking outside of it, which we have no leaks. It's pretty solid. Again, this being a deep pour will take a good couple of days, at least 2 to 3 days, no matter what, to harden. Just the purple mixture adds color to everything, so you can see the dragon will have a little purpley tinge to him. And probably when it dries, it'll be less purple, I think. What we'll do is we're still not done with the painting. We still want to do a little bit of airbrushing on them, but this just helps out, so it's just makes it more solid. Nothing will move on them. I could pull out the light, which I might do. I have a black light that does help, because this isn't a very, like, it is thick, but it's not apparently so thick that, like with the alligator table that I did, the alligator table itself was very thick, and that took a long time to dry. So anyway, we'll let this dry, and then we'll come back and show you what it is.